We have a lot of kids. Just kidding. Thank you.
Right here, right here. Oh, Oscar, we saw Canelo dominate the first few rounds and then especially the last few rounds of the fight. Do you think that's what he has to do the whole fight practically, and do you think he can?
Yeah, no, I absolutely think he can dominate the whole fight with no problem and then go for the knockout. That's exactly what he wants to do. I think the fact that Canelo only knows, actually Canelo knows several ways of fighting: boxing, moving your head, lateral movements, whatever he can do, he wants to do up in the ring, he does it. And the fact that Golovkin only knows one style, and that's it: move forward and get hit a few times and then knock his opponents out. It's very predictable. So I think Canelo's gonna obviously change up his style, and the only way he can change up his style is by being more aggressive. So, and it calls for a great fight.
I mean, that's kind of where I was heading. Golovkin and his team have been critical of Canelo's performance, saying for them that it wasn't a Mexican style. But a lot of boxing experts say that Golovkin has just one style, like you mentioned, and that Canelo is able to adjust and adapt. So when you hear that, what do you make of that?
Well, what I make of it is that you know, his trainer doesn't know what he's doing. His trainer doesn't know how to change it up. He doesn't know how to train any other way but one style, which is very limited. I strongly think that Canelo has the huge advantage here. I think Canelo is going to take advantage of it, and you know, I mean, that's why rematches are so important. That's why rematches are so beautiful to watch, because you can see who the superior fighter is in the second time around. And I strongly feel that Canelo is a much more superior fighter.
With this fight, it seems things are obviously way more intense. Both fighters say that they want to knock each other out. I love it. Yes, I love it. So how do you, as a fighter yourself, how do you see this influencing the fight itself?
Well, it's gonna be fireworks right from the start. It'll be a continuation of the 12th round. I think the fact that they hate each other. I love that they hate each other. I love it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna see a real fight.
Is there a fight that you can remember that you felt like that you believe your feelings?
There were many fights where you train angry, where there's animosity, where you take it up in the ring, and yeah, many fights. I mean, there's countless fights, but I'm glad that Canelo is now involved in one of those fights where he really feels angry and pissed off. Let it out on Golovkin. You watch what he's gonna do. It's gonna be beautiful.
What kind of third fight? Do you think it's possible?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean,
Is there plans on your part?
no, there's no plans whatsoever. I have to see how the first fight this fight plans out, and then we'll take it from there. But I'm hoping this fight is a great fight, and then we'll see.
You and Sullivan are fighting. If Canelo wins, is the winner of that fight getting a shot at Canelo?
Well, nothing's a guarantee, but obviously it depends on them. It depends how great the fight is. I mean, if the Mew looks, it's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. I mean, Cook and Munguia is going to be a war as well. But I think that if O'Sullivan looks great, or vice versa, and they can make an argument, then you have to take a look at that. So we'll see. But Canelo has ambitious plans. He wants to unify. He wants to fight the best. He wants to. So it all depends on fighters' performances.
Unifying means fighting the Charlos or Jermall or Saunders. So what would be the preference there?
Anybody who's willing. Anybody who's willing, because Canelo's willing to fight anybody.
Oscar, español. La gente otra vez 16 de septiembre.